The dramatic arrest and prosecution of Deputy Chief Justice, that is Philomena Mwilu, left legal minds divided on two main issues: whether the Director of Public Prosecution was interfering with the independence of the judiciary and whether they violated the constitutional requirement on the removal of a Supreme Court judge. Now, on House of Cards, our senior political reporter, Chris Thairu, also interrogates the assumed undercurrents of political influence in this matter.
Achukue mzigo wake peke yake. Kila mtu achukue mzigo wake peke yake. Haja yetu ni maisha ya wananchi milioni 45 karibu sasa.
That statement by the head of state came after the unprecedented arrest and arraignment in court of Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu. This after she signed an affidavit claiming that there is a plot to remove her from office since she was among the judges who nullified President Kenyatta's win in last year's elections.
We have a problem with our judiciary, but regardless, we respect. But we shall revisit. We shall respect, but we shall revisit this agenda.
And it is that statement by the president last year that has sparked debate among the political class and even legal minds that there could be a wider scheme to these latest developments. Questions have been raised about Mwilu's vetting and subsequent approval by the National Assembly for the Deputy Chief Justice position in 2016. She duly received clearance from the KRA, EACC, the DCI, and other relevant government institutions.
Many people will agree with me that DCJ Mwilu played a very prominent role. I mean, this thing was live on all television stations, and people saw that she demonstrated a very clear appreciation of the petitioner's case and the law.
When you revised the pronouncement by His Excellency the President about we shall revisit, then you can just see where the direction of this arrest is coming from.
Wewe ni nani? Wewe uwe unajua nani? Wewe uwe ni ofisa wa cheo gani? Please, usiseme ni Uhuru amekuchukua. Mimi sichukui mtu. Mimi nasoma kwa magazeti kama nyinyi wale ambao wamechukuliwa. Hakuna haja ya kuleta siasa hapa. Kuna siasa hapa? Kuna siasa hapa jameni.
Mwilu will go down in history as the first Deputy Chief Justice in the country to be arrested and arraigned in court. And now debate rages on the process adopted by the DPP in what is largely viewed as the beginning of the removal of a judge of the Supreme Court, which is however prescribed in the Constitution as being processed through a tribunal.
When you prosecute a sitting judge, and especially somebody of the stature of a judge of the Supreme Court and a Deputy Chief Justice no less, then indeed it is the entire institution that is on trial. We would have preferred to see a situation whereby the DCI and the DPP, the ODPP, present whatever material it is that they have through the Judicial Service Commission first, and then immediately the Judicial Service Commission find that there is need to set up a tribunal, that judge stands suspended.
The other forces that are driving the DPP, this is not him. It is somebody else who is saying, go for so and so. Now who is the next? They want now, because we have been talking about big fish, small fish, now they are just going to arrest somebody whom they think maybe is not in the line of the power to be.
DPP Nordin Haji has already taken issue with the legal representation in the Mwilu case. The team includes 4 senators and several MPs, among her 41 lawyers. Most of these were also in the defense of the NASA presidential petition.
Kama itapatikana ya kwamba Deputy CJ ako na hiyo shida, bas petition italetwa hapa parliament. Orengo atakuwa one of the senators to debate on the conduct of the CJ, Deputy CJ. Sasa nataka kumuuliza, ukiwa sasa senator, where do you draw the line?
Should this matter come for any committee, especially the Legal and Justice Committee, then the members who are lawyers sitting in his case, who will happen to be now the members of also the same committee, will be required by the standing order to declare the interest by virtue of representing the same person in court.
When you are in court, you only represent your client's interests. It is not your position. But when it comes to Parliament, it's your view as a legislator based on the report that will now come before you.
Chief Justice David Maraga is set to retire on the 12th January 2021 upon the attainment of 70 years as stipulated in the Constitution, and the DCJ, Philomena Mwilu, will take over in an acting capacity until the country gets another substantive Chief Justice. There have been claims that a section of political class is keen to lock her out of that position.
Even if there was content in these criminal proceedings right now, then one wonders the timing. It becomes unfortunate, particularly when it's expected the Chief Justice will be retiring before the next election.
But because of her independent mind, some people might be very uncomfortable with her taking the position of the CJ. And you realize that sometimes, in many cases, the executive would like to control all arms of government. They want to control the judiciary, they want to control the legislature.
It's the public perception that Mwilu is pro-nas. It's just a perception, it's not a reality.
Both the defense and prosecution teams continue preparing for another court battle and locking horns on October 9th when the matter will be mentioned in court. It will be keen to watch whether this will affect the relationship between the executive and the judiciary and what holds for Mwilu in the case. Chris Dairo, KTN News.
All right. Now, the Children's Rights Organization have opposed the decision by Parliament over the amendments of the Children's Act, which gives the Child Welfare Society of Kenya a decisive say on their affairs. Now, opponents say the amendment will make some of these children's institutions irrelevant. Now, that is a discussion that asked us to have this morning with Mbeta Member of Parliament, Honorable Millie Odhiambo, and also Roy Kamenju, who's also an advocate of the High Court, and we have Alice who will be joining us from our city center studio. Alice Carrier is from the Association of Charitable Children Institutions of Kenya. So that is a conversation we want to have this morning on KTN News Center right after the short commercial break that we are taking. We still have a lot lined up for you, so please keep it KTN News Center.